Here's not equal. If x is not equal to 1, we'll print that out. We use an exclamation point and an equal sign to show inequality. Now these are logical operators. This one is a logical operator and. We say here x is assigned the value of 2, y is assigned 3. If x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 3, then we'll print this out. Now here's an important part about C. C will evaluate this statement left to right across here. So C will do this test first, if x is equal to 1. Now it is not, because we assigned it the value 2. So this test will fail right off the bat. C understands that you're using an and, 2 ampersands together, and that both of these have to be true for the whole statement to be true. So since this has already failed, this statement will quit early and will drop right down here, and we will never evaluate this right side over here. So you're going to see later how you can modify things while you evaluate them. If you try to modify something while you're evaluating over here, this modification will never get done. Like if you try to increment y, or you try to add a value to it, or who knows what you want to try to do over here. Just be aware that using this logical operator like this and, you won't get there if the left side of the logical operation is false. Here's an or. If x is equal to 2 or y is equal to 3, then we would print this out. X is equal to 2 or y is equal to 3. Now, in this case, we don't have that problem with the left side being evaluated first and then the right side, because C understands that with an or, it needs to check both sides. So we'll look to see, is x equal to 2? And whether it is or not, we know because this is an or, we still need to look over here and see if this side is in fact true or valid. And if they are both true, then we will get our printf down here, x is 2 or y is 3. Either one. If either one, I want to make sure I said that right. If either one of these is true, this is an or, this or that is true, then we will satisfy the test and we will come down here. X is 2 or y is 3. Now here we saw this unary negation, or half of it earlier. We saw an exclamation point and an equal sign for not equals. Well, this is a not by itself. The unary negation. We call it unary because it works on a single operand. It doesn't need two things to compare. So it's unary negation. Here we say if this result, and what we're doing is we're trying to see if that variable result is non-zero. If it is non-zero, we consider it to be true. If it is 0, a null value or 0 value, then it is not true and the if will fail, and we will not go in and execute the statement after the if. So we say if result, we would print out result is non-zero, if this is in fact the case. Down here, if not result, this printf will happen if the result is equal to 0, because the not reverses whether it's 0 or non-zero. So we would print out that the result is in fact 0 by doing a not result. If result had the value 0 and we do a not result, the not or the negation makes this 1. If result is anything but 0, the not leaves it alone, and we don't wind up down in here. We have not result. We would only get here if result were 0 in the beginning. So now we're going to move on to some other things, type conversions and all kinds of other interesting language issues. And I will even have some tasks for you at the end, a little bit of homework for you to do when we get to the end of this chapter. So hang in there.